Holy
Our trip started out great. We took a 2-hour drive north to Kelowna, where the airport is, and stayed with our friends James and Betty for a couple days, hanging out with them. We went on a couple of hikes with their dog Mojo, and the weather was cold and frigid and made us look forward to Hawaii even more. We went out to eat at a really cool restaurant called Frankie We Salute You. They have all vegan food. They had cauliflower tacos, they had chickpea fries. I don't even know what that is, but it was so freaking good. And oh, I had a lox carrot sandwich.
There's our little buddy, Mojo.
So the morning of our flight, we had to get up at 2:30 a.m. to head to the airport, just a 20-minute drive away. But we couldn't even wear any coats, even though it was cold, because we couldn't bring them with us. We got to the airport, it was quiet and pretty much empty, and everything was going smoothly. We checked our bags, and then we went and got a coffee at Tim Hortons and a carrot cake that we had gotten the night before. It was so good. So they had to de-ice the plane, which I didn't think would take too long, but we sat there for an hour waiting and waiting and waiting to take off. By the time we landed in Vancouver, we were gonna miss our flight. We had to wait in this huge long lineup to go through customs, and it looked like our flight to Honolulu was gonna leave without us, and it did. The airline decided to reroute us to San Francisco and totally change our airline.
Temperature today in San Francisco, 10 degrees Celsius, partly cloudy skies with light winds out of the north. On behalf of everyone at Air Canada, thanks for
No big
joining.
deal, we'd only be a couple hours behind. So we get on the plane, 5.5-hour flight, and it starts getting crazy, the worst turbulence we've both ever experienced in our lives. And they couldn't even seat us together on this flight. We were 30 rows apart. It was so awful. But eventually things got better. There's Hawaii. Look at those colors. It's so pretty. We could not wait to get on the ground. It was such a horrible flight. Hawaii was so beautiful right away. We landed, but it turns out our bags were not with us. Apparently they did not make the connection flight that we did. And when we landed, we waited and waited, no bags. We talked to United. They said it was Air Canada's fault because that was our original airline. Airline said it was United's fault because that's the airline they rerouted us on. It was a nightmare. We were hanging around the airport all night long, just waiting for answers, trying to find people to talk to, and we decided we could not go into the jungle tonight and camp. So we had to get a hotel. And it was a really cute hotel called the Pacific Marina. They were so nice, and look, we got our bags. They came finally at 10 o'clock at night. It was the longest day ever. Oh my gosh.